the Money Magnet Show, and on Friday we kind of go away from the regulars and we try to look at what are the things that are trending, and when we see those things that are trending, what we try to do is we try to look at the possibility of doing a legal analysis of trending things in Nigeria, and that's what we do on Fridays. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of things. In addition to what we've done last week Friday, we look at section 36, which is fair hearing, section 35, which is right to liberty, and then right to freedom, right to fair hearing. We've looked at the two, but today we're going to be looking at a continuation. So we look at 36, which is fair hearing, and what I'm calling fair hearing is just right to fair hearing and right to liberty. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the two, and then we're going to look at this case of protesting. If someone is protesting in Nigeria, what does the law says about it? I'm going to still get there in the series of 1999 Nigerian Constitution. I'll get there a bit, and then I'm going to particularly analyze today, can we have a situation where someone occupying the position of the IGP, or someone occupying the position of the Commissioner of Police, make a unilateral declaration on somebody being wanted, or maybe in the case of maybe the head of EFCC, can they just come to TV or come to media or come behind the camera and declare somebody is wanted? I want us to look at the legal analysis on those stuff this morning. So I'll go on a short break. When I'm back, we will dive into the show fully. Stick around, don't go away.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. Yeah. Be successful, me at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show. It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summy.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931. Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Take great pictures on Instagram. Tweet us on Twitter. Let's see your dance on TikTok. Tag us at High Impact 1021 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. Yeah. Be successful, me at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show. It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summy.
Okay, so it's very important for us to understand that in Nigeria, the ground norm, the terra firma, the law that is the grandfather of all the laws in Nigeria is the Nigerian Constitution. And the Nigerian Constitution is what should guide the position of things that the government, the people, and organizations at large should do. It is from this constitution that we have every other law emanating from. So it's important for us to understand that inside this constitution, some people are mentioned. And part of these people that are mentioned, section 215, is the police. The police are mentioned in section 215. In fact, section 215, sub 1, the Inspector General of Police Office was mentioned. And also in section 215, we also have the Office of the Commissioner of Police being mentioned. And these people are to maintain peace. And maintaining peace, the Federal Minister or the President Office was also mentioned. And the Governor was also mentioned, that if the Commissioner of Police or the Inspector General of Police is to maintain peace, they may want to take orders from these people. Now, so what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that in this Nigeria where you are and you are a citizen, so section 215 of the major law that guides everything that we do says that the Inspector General of Police or the Commissioner of Police can do things that will help in maintaining peace and order as they take instruction from above. Now, however, in trying to make sure that they maintain peace and order in the society, they may want to achieve that in any way, right? But in order to make sure that they achieve that, they may want to say, okay, we control riot, we control mutiny, we control protest. Riot, mutiny, and the likes, they are in the neighborhood of, protest. All of them gather together. All the process involves people gathering together. But also in section 35 of the Constitution, you will see that nobody has the right in Nigeria to tell anybody not to go to any part of Nigeria. That would be depriving them of their right to liberty. And anytime anybody is about to be deprived of his rights, or anytime anybody is deprived of his rights, or all indication shows that he will be deprived of his rights, then he can approach the court and file a matter as per the violation of his right, even when his right has not been violated, but is about to be violated. Then he can approach the court for what is about to happen to his right. Now, I've said all that to explain that when somebody unilaterally declare somebody wanted, what does the court says about that? As matters like that come up before, when someone is declared wanted, that means he has committed a crime. That means he has done something that what being arrested and put inside prison for. Okay? And they have is more or less like guilty. When somebody is declared wanted, is declared as a fugitive. Okay? And you need to begin to look at the words I'm using. So whenever someone is declared wanted, it's a very serious issue. Now, to declare somebody wanted in Nigeria, does the IGP or does the CP have such power according to the Nigerian Constitution? And that's the main place we are going to today. That's why I first went to the route of section 215 of the Constitution. So let's say the Commissioner of Police is in the middle of a program and he say, okay, I declare Mr. XYZ or Mrs. XYZ or Mrs. ABC wanted. Or IG say, okay, I've declared Mr. ABC or Mr. BCC, I declare the person wanted. What does the Nigerian law says about that? Is it possible that as you are in Nigeria now, you slept in your house and then you woke up and then they come to tell you that, have you seen that video? You see which video is that? And they show you that, they declare you wanted, though. In which police station? The police station that is nearby your house. That the DPO there has declared you wanted. Is that a proper thing? So what does the law of Nigeria says about that? Okay, so I'll go on a short break. When I'm back, we begin to analyze this. Thank you.
Make money multiply and maximize your money. Yeah. With successful summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931. Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
It's a powerful feeling you can't quite put into words. Transformative, overwhelming, awe-inspiring. Can you feel it? That palpable energy? Get ready for a night where the praise goes up and your spirit soars. High Impact Praise Blast is coming.
They calling my praise and adoration.
A concert experience packed with high energy, powerful worship, passionate praise, and overflowing thanksgiving. We're reloading the praise. Get ready for High Praise Reloaded. Save the date, Friday the 26th of December 2025. Venue, High Impact Planet Road, Kilometer 12, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, opposite MFM Prayer City, Ibafo. Time, 7 p.m. For more inquiries, please call 0706 393 5694 or 08104 229 9509. An electrifying night like this is not one that you want to miss. High Impact Praise Blast. Get ready to ignite your fire. Fire.
You are the most like a shaman. Make money multiply and maximize your money. Yeah. With successful summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
Okay, welcome back. The Money Magnet Show. It's very important for us to repeat the question. And the question is, can we have the high GP or the Inspector General of Police or the DPO suo motu made up his mind and declare you as somebody that is living in that area, and they tell you, oh, they declare you wanted, oh, is that legally correct, what is the position of the Nigerian law? Let's break it down. Now, Section 4 of the Police Act 2020 and Section 23 of the Police Act 2020 gives power to the police. Okay? Section 35 and Section 36 of the 1999 Nigerian Constitution, as amended, give power to the police. And the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, particularly Section 37 to 40, give power to the police. And what powers do this thing give to the police? To arrest, to invite, to investigate. I want you to understand the power of the police: to arrest, to invite, or to investigate. And in fact, particularly Section 4 of the Nigerian Police Act 2020 states that police can arrest when they sense an offense is about to be committed, when an offense is committed, or after an offense is being committed. They can arrest in any of the three processes. So powers of the police are derived from those places I have mentioned. So ordinarily, when a person is suspected of committing a crime, the police can invite the person for questioning. I want you to follow me very carefully. If the person fails to appear before the police in Nigeria, I'm telling you what is obtainable. The normal thing is that when police notice that somebody is being suspected of committing a crime, and they cannot apprehend or arrest the person at the site of the crime, they are to invite the person. Invitation. Okay, so invitation can be through writing of letter. Invitation can be through messages. Writing of letter first. Then, when that one is not there, then sending of messages. Okay? That is the procedure. And I want you to follow me, please. Because when they fail to follow that procedure, there's an advantage for somebody. So if the person fails to appear, the police may apply to a magistrate or judge for a warrant of arrest under Section 37 to 40 of AJA. AJA is Administration of Criminal Justice Act. Only after a warrant is issued and the suspect is still eluding arrest, that's when the police can now publish the person's name as wanted. I hope that process. Let me go over it again. So somebody has committed an offense. Then the person, could not be arrested at that moment. The police are expected to invite him through a letter. If he fails to show up, then the police will apply to a magistrate or a judge. A magistrate is the one over the magistrate court. A judge is from High Court, Court of Appeal, and so from that one, magistrate is in charge of magistrate. That's just the point I want to bring out. So they are to apply, and that will take some process. So please follow that very carefully. When they now apply and then they serve the person, they try to arrest the person and they can't get the person, then the person can be declared wanted. So nobody can just declare you wanted as a Nigerian for when they feel that, you have committed a crime, and or they are threatening you. We will declare you wanted. We will declare you wanted. So it is illegal. Alright? If a CP or a commissioner of police or a DPO issue a wanted declaration on anybody pending a criminal charge, such action is ultra vires. and I'm going to tell you an advantage there very soon, is ultra vires. That is, it's above their power. It's a violation of the right to personal liberty. Okay, so your right that you have, they are violating it. Now, in the Nigerian Constitution, you have a number of chapters. One of the chapters you have there is chapter 4, which is your fundamental human right as a Nigerian. According to Justice Kayode Esho, as he then was, of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, he said that fundamental human rights are rights above the ordinary laws of the land, which should be enshrined in the Constitution to the immutability of the Constitution itself. I know that I've said some big stuff, but let me break it down. The conclusion of the learned justice is that these your rights, they are even more powerful than the Constitution itself. That's what the justice is saying. That, however, there's no other place we can enshrine your rights than in the Constitution of Nigeria. But the Constitution itself, your right itself is more powerful than the laws that are in that Constitution. That's what that justice is saying. And that's where a major part of the definition of fundamental human rights is derived from. Because your rights are God-given. It is God that gives you ability to talk. It is not the government that gives you ability to talk. It's God that gives you ability to walk, to move from your house to your working place, and then it is God that gave you leg. It's not the government that gave you leg. It is God that gives you the right wanting to associate with people. It is not the government that put the desire of wanting to associate with people in you, which gives you back to right to association. So those rights are brought from heaven. It is God that gave you when you are giving birth to. They just put it inside the Constitution. So what that justice was saying is that those rights, they are greater than the other part of the Constitution. And anytime anybody is violating them, is violating a greater part of the Constitution. So if you understand it to that point, so what I'm saying now is that any time a CP, a DPO, or an IGP says somebody is wanted, and there is no court that says that you are wanted, they've not followed that process I have explained. There is no court, there is no nothing, and they declare you wanted. It's a violation of your personal rights that are enshrined in the Constitution. Violation of your right to personal liberty and fair hearing under section 35 or 36. And it can amount to defamation of character or abuse of the office that they occupy. So you need to understand that for somebody to tell you that you are wanted and all of that is not right without due process. Now, I'm going to give you a case where the matter has happened before. Inogechi versus Commissioner of Police is a 2017 case. That matter happened and it was concluded by the Court of Appeal in 2017. Okay? So, in 2017, there is a man called Mr. Ogechi. He has a dispute that led to police investigation. So without police obtaining any warrant of arrest or filing any charge against him, the acting commissioner of police then just declare him wanted in the media and say Mr. Ogechi is hereby declared wanted. His picture and his personal details, they were published in the newspaper. They just went to the newspaper and published it. The police just say, oh, you are wanted. I wanted, we have to arrest you. And then Mr. Ogechi went to court through his counsel and declare that his right for personal liberty, his right to fair hearing under the Nigerian Constitution, has been violated. See what the court said. The Court of Appeal said. So the Court of Appeal said, whether the police have the right to, the legal authority to declare a person wanted without an existing court order, criminal charge, or arrest warrant. So the decision of the Court of Appeal is a person cannot be declared wanted in the absence of any formal complaints. In the absence of any formal complaint, investigation, or crime lawful initiated against him. The power to declare a citizen wanted is not at the whims and caprices of the police, but must follow the due process. So it's very important for us to understand that. So nobody can just wake up and declare you wanted without a due process, without a court order. If they do so, now money they don't give you be that. What do I mean by they don't give you money? So you will go to the court and sue them, and you don't sue them, you sue them very well, because if it's at a national level, they declare you wanted. You go and then you sue them like 1 billion naira damages. What does damages means? The money they must pay you. When you sue them, it's now left to the court to decide that, okay, instead of giving you 1 billion or 800 million, we will just give you 50 million or 5 million. It's left to the court to decide that. Because if they do that, they have defamed you in the eye of the public, in the eyes of the right-thinking member of the public, and that's defamation. And defamation will make the person that has committed it to pay. And that's how it works, okay? So nobody can just wake up in Nigeria and declare anybody wanted when the court has not given such a person an order. So how does that apply to you? Nobody can just arrest you or harass you. And if they want to do that to you, I've told you, you don't need to fight arrest. You don't need to, when you try to dodge the arrest, when you know the arrest is illegal and you try to dodge it, and you could not dodge it, you don't need to fight anybody. You don't need to just go with anybody that want to arrest you. The maximum they can take you away for is 24 hours. Then when you come from the arrest, then you file a suit. So even if they detain you more than that 24 hours, it's another problem on its own. You file a suit and you claim money. They must pay that money. So you see to it that you collect that damages. That damages is called the money that you will collect, that you will enjoy. Sue them for like 10 million naira, and the court grants you like 2 million or 3 million. You go home with 3 million. Next time, they will not do, something like that to you. You pursue it to the last point. You don't say, let them take it, let them take it. No, they should not take it. So no matter the law enforcement agents, if they have to do anything, they have to do it according to the law, and they have to do it right. So one of the reasons why I do this is because a lot of people in Nigeria are afraid. They don't know how to apply the law. They believe that the law does not work. The law works. It's only how you use it. That's why I try to explain sometimes how to use the law. And many people are going through constant harassment and they cannot talk. I mean, imagine that woman that called in to the show the other day, that some of the people that she's, that they are doing business are competitor in the area. They went to give a wrong information, And then they said that the law enforcement agent came to her shop. They started searching her shop. They didn't get anything. They go to her house. They didn't get anything. And they are pressurizing her for money, you know. And she's so tired that she does not know what to do. And then she's like, what am I going to do now? I have given them some money, but they said it's not enough. They want to collect more money. There is no need for you to be suffering in silence when the court is there. The moment you file the money you will give them, look for a competent and a good lawyer. File the matter in court. The moment you have the matter filed in court, it is the court sheriff that will serve them. And then you too, you have a copy. Anytime they call you that, hey, oh yeah, bring the money. Say, which money should I bring? You take the paper and give it to them. The matter is in court. Let us meet in court. And that ends it there. That reminds me of a guy, you know, that called me some times ago. Okay? So this guy, somebody, that time was the time of that time was the time of SARS. You know, when you still have a group in the police called SARS. And this guy called me that I should come and see you. They were harassing him. So apparently somebody has gone to report him in the police station, and then they've arrested him. What did he do? They did business together. And when they did the business together, the person that was to supply the goods, he was not even the one that bought the goods from the buyer. The person that went to report him in the police station wanted him to help him pay for the goods he has bought, and he does not have the bank account to pay. So this man now help the other person that has paid for the good, help him to pay. And when he paid for the goods, the person that is to send the goods did not send the goods on time. And the man that came to call the person that helped him to pay for the good got the person that helped him pay for the good arrested by the police. And then the police started harassing him. They arrested him for about 5 days. They locked him up in the police cell. The man did not fight. I told him, don't fight, don't do anything, just stay with them there. Shebi is 5 days. They took him from Ogun State. They brought him to Lagos State. From police station in Ogun State, he stayed there for 24 hours. They brought him to Lagos State. He stayed there for 4 days. And when he has stayed there for the 4 days, I said, don't worry, he came out. When they released him, eventually after 4 or 5 days, so they said, report here tomorrow. He said, okay, sir. So that is how to use the law. That's what I'm trying to explain. I want you to see how to use the law in this process. He said, okay, sir. I said, don't fight. Okay, sir. He went to court straight. Federal High Court. Filed the matter. And the moment the matter was filed, because when police has arrested you once, they don't have the right to arrest you again on the same matter. I know somebody does not know that. So they told him to come to the police station. Because even when the court has decided on a particular matter before, the same matter, same flavor, same party, same case, same facts, same everything, is res judicata. So they cannot go over that again. So I know some people don't know that, but it's good that you are knowing now. So this is how to use it. So the guy filed the matter in court, and the court, the moment a matter gets to court, the police has to also appear in court. They cannot come back and arrest you. You need to know some of these things. Very important. That's how to save yourself from the wahala of being harassed. You know that guy, the guy I'm talking about now, It took him almost 7 to 10 years to be free from the trauma of this problem. I'm talking trauma of being arrested. About 7 to 10 years. I used to just encourage him. He lives in fear of apprehension. I mean, police van will just pass by and his heart is palpitating. After the incidents of being arrested for about 4 to 5 days. I just want you to imagine a woman being living like that with fear. Because somebody went to say something that is wrong, and some people feel that okay, we can take some money from him, let's just arrest him arbitrarily. So the guy, went to fight the matter in court, and then he sent them a copy. Of course, they've served them. Do you know what? The police did not appear in court throughout that court process. They did not appear in court, and the police granted him 1 million naira damages against the police. The court the court granted him 1 million damages. What does that mean? The court said that police should pay him 1 million for all the problem they have taken him through. So now I've said that to say that you don't have to. So now the matter has gone about 10 years after. The man is still in trauma. Police van will pass by him. He's afraid. He's just calming down now, little by little. Why should he be afraid? Because his emotional life has been distorted by that incident. I want you to imagine. So you need to understand some of these things we are talking. That's how to use the law. That was how he got them off his back. I have another case too. So the guy called me. What was he called? His boss sent him to go and get something from the next street. So he has to cross the road. There's like an express he has to cross to get the stuff from the place. As he wanted to cross the express, police van was going in an undisclosed, unnamed van. Police team. And then they just saw him standing there and they pull him in. And when they pull him in, they say you are under arrest, and they took him away. I'm talking about the matters that I had to go there and get the person out. Can you imagine that? And they just took him there, and by the time I was getting there were many things happening already. They started talking another thing, part of the armed robber. Somebody that his boss sent him to go and collect money from the next street. And you see, when you don't know some of these things we are talking about, or you feel that today we are not talking about money, you see, if somebody enter into a problem, all the money he has gathered, he will use it to save his life. So the knowledge like this is very good. You are armed with this knowledge. You know what to do in a situation like this, okay, when matters comes up. Because when I look at an average young person in Nigeria, I discover that at one point or the other they will have interaction with the police. If they always feel cheated, always feel maltreated, always feel abused, and the thing tamper with their emotion, how would they be a better adult? So, but if you are in this country and you see that you are not traveling out anytime soon, there's no opportunity for you to travel out anytime soon, you have to know.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. Yeah. With Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Make, manage, multiply. multiply and maximize your money.
Yeah, yeah.
With Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show.
It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
Everywhere you go,
No matter